guys, it's Maymay and welcome to Jollyopolis Prep Work. We're sorry that we are late. Everything works until you want it to. But now it's working, so we're going to move on from that. Today's video it's a live stream that we're doing only for our students for Jollyopolis. And what we want to do is go over your kits, what you can expect. I want to talk to you about the dashboard, all the information that is available for you guys before the event starts, the Facebook group, everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you everything you need to know first before we take questions. But Shannon has a notebook, and what she's going to do is as she sees your questions, she's just going to write them down, and we're going to make sure we get everyone at the end of this video. So if you're watching later, you don't have to watch through all of that if you don't need to, okay? So first things first, welcome in. You can see Brenda's here, you can see Shannon's here, everybody's here. The first thing I'm going to tell you is this. You got to check your emails, okay? We decided this year, by the way, is my microphone even on? I didn't even look. Probably not after all that.
You're jumping. Mine's red though. And
We're out of batteries. Oh, so I was on.
mine's green.
First things first, you're going to have to check your emails. Here's the reason. We did not do a letter for your kits this year. A lot of times we do a letter and put in there and give you information, but this year we decided not to. Instead, we created something called the Jollyopolis Student Portal, okay? You can access that through maymayevents.com. That's where you will find the student portal, okay? Now, when you get to the student portal, and in a few minutes, I'm going to go over and put it where I can show you guys the portal. But when you get to the, actually, let me see that iPad. We'll do it this way. I'm going to do it the easy way. But when you get to the student portal, you'll be able to look at everything you need to know. And we may even add some stuff to the portal as we go. We may decide, I cannot tell y'all how today is gone, and this iPad is dead. So I won't be using that one.
Goodness.
Let me use your computer. You need it for chat? The reason we did the portal is so you could have little hubs to get everything you need to see, and we may add things to it as we go. But let's say you're taking one of my classes, or we're only doing one class, but a couple times, my class. There is prep work for my class. And we went in and we put in detailed information showing you the prep work you'll need to do. And all that is in there for you. But here's what I need you to promise me, okay? I need you to promise me you will read it. Because if you don't read it, you're going to miss some things. So for example, thank you, let that come up. So for example, there are certain cuts you need to make in certain ways that I want to make sure you know how to do. Or there's little things I've shown you, or there's graphics or what have you. But here's the biggest thing I want you to see in your portal. I say to you, don't make a cut if you're unsure. And this is the same for my class and for Shannon's class. If you're reading it and you're confused, email Shannon and she will clarify it for you. I don't want you to do something confusing, okay? So we'll get to the kits in a minute. I know you have questions about kits too. We're going to get there. So let me open up the portal. By the way, you have a password for the portal, okay? And that password was sent to you in your email. We're going to say it again today because you guys are all, in the class. So the password is Jolly Crafter. That sounds like the password show. Jolly Crafter. And it does have to be all caps, all right? So, Shannon, let's get this. Hold on one second before you do. I'm going to tell it do not disturb. We'll see if that'll help. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. All right, so can you get to my screen? We're going to go to my iPad and let me show y'all what this looks like. And she's just going to switch over so y'all can It should be showing the iPad.
Did you name it something different?
That's where you want to be. Okay, our sound is back. And sorry, you guys. Like I said, when we have technical difficulties, we do it right. If we're going to mess it up, we're going to mess it up for real. So give us 1 second to fix it. Also, can y'all hear us now? You may have a black screen for a second, but it won't last long. I was telling somebody today, I'm not very polished at what I do. And this is a good example of it. It's not true. It's just technology. All right, I'm going to try a different way to fix it. I'm going to try a different way. See if this will help.
All right, there's sound.
So they did get sound?
Yes. Well, some are saying yes audio, some are still saying no audio, but they could be behind.
Oh, that's funny. This app just asked me to review it. Not the time app.
Not today.
Not the time app. I don't think it's the time. Did that change anything?
It's still like acting all slow and frozen.
I think it's our internet. I really do think it's our internet at this point.
You sure don't want me to help.
It's like zoomed out and half of your finger is across your iPad. Oh, now it went back. Come back. Oh, I see the wall.
I think it's just the Wi-Fi, y'all. We've been having really bad trouble with our Wi-Fi, and this is not connecting. So, I don't know how to fix it for everyone. I don't know how to fix it. We're going to try one more time. We'll see what this does. I really do just think, because this is having connect through Wi-Fi, and it's trying to be mean to me.
Yeah.
Is it still just frozen over there?
It's still showing all of this stuff. Like it hasn't zoomed back. It hasn't even moved back down to your work surface.
How many of, let me ask you guys this question. How many of you guys,
Oh. Now let's check. Okay. Now it's gone super fast. Let's see. Okay. Is your keyboard in your screen still?
yeah, right now I just put it
Oh,
back.
you've gone normal. All right. So y'all just give it a second and let's see if it goes normal. Because this is finally, the monitor's finally gone normal.
All right, so I need to get straight then. Wow, you guys.
Technology is fun.
I'm so sorry. You know what we're going to do to make this easier for you guys? When this is over with, I'm going to like download this video, get Tamitha to edit it, and then send you out a clean version. I guess that'll be the best thing to do if this works. If it doesn't, I have another plan. All right, let's do this. Let's zoom into here.
It seems to be working.
I'm just trying to get in close enough for them to see it. So
Yeah, I think all is, the glitch is glitched out.
okay. Hello, friends. When you go,
Hello, friends.
when you go to maymayevents.com, you'll see up here in the top menu in this section, it says Jollyopolis Student Portal. You're going to tap that. When you tap that, it's going to bring you up to this section that says, this is your home for all information about Jollyopolis, things you can find in the portal, your class links, your class times, your homework, your prep work, your teacher notes, and more. You're going to go right down here to this box, and you're going to type in, I'm going to put my cap box on, and it's Jolly Crafter, and hit enter. Now, when you get to this section, this is your dashboard. I want to scroll because I want you to see this. It's not just the first section. You'll need to scroll because there's several things for you to see, okay? So let's start with the first one. The prep work explanation video, that's today. That's what we're going to be showing you in a few minutes is what your prep work is. Join the Facebook group. If you'd like to join the Facebook group, you just hit the little graphic that you're looking at, click it on your computer, tap it on your screen. Then it says click here to join the Facebook group. You click that button and it's going to take you. Now, here's the deal. We know about this, so Shannon we'll fix this. Facebook has changed things where whenever we share a link, it only works for 2 days or when 20 people have used it.
Yeah.
So we have to update it, so Shannon will do that while we're doing this. Okay? No, I won't do not disturb on. Okay, and then I'm going to arrow back. This is how to set up your workspace. If you tap on this or click it with your computer, you'll see we've given you some tips for setting up your space during the event. A lot of people say, what's the best way to do that? We get that question a lot. So this is going to give you tips for doing that, okay? Anytime in here you see something underlined or in blue, that means it's a clickable link. So if you're reading through here and it says, be sure you've checked your prep work needed for your class and that you have the Make It Kit supplies. So if you're like, well, what are those? You can tap that and it's going to take you to the Make It Kit, and that's what it did. Make It Kit supplies, and here's all the things we're asking you to have handy at your desk. Now, these things are not always like not always like required, but sometimes, like in Brenda's class, for example, she wants you to have distress ink. Do we have that on there? She wants you to have, I think we do, because we usually keep that on here. Yeah, distress ink, vintage photo, or your favorite color. Here's why. She's going to give you the option of using it. So if you have it close, you can use it. If you don't have it, you don't have to run out and buy it. You just don't have to have it, and you just don't use it. But she might show you an option, if that makes sense. Okay, so there's the first 3 things you'll see. When we go to the next one, you're going to see this one. This one you're going to want to keep up with, okay? This is also, somebody just said I don't do Facebook. That's why we're doing the portal, okay? I want to make sure I say that. I hear every single time people don't do Facebook. We only do Facebook groups for you guys to hang out and chat and get to know each other. The people that do Facebook enjoy them and they like to meet each other. There's never anything over there that has anything to do with being a part of the event. That is literally just a social hangout for people who do Facebook, okay? We will never, ever have anything exclusive that you can't get to as a student, and that's why we're doing the portal. Everybody uses the internet, or at least all of our students do, and so you can just log on here. So daily crops, some of you guys say some of you say I don't do Zoom. Again, this is an optional thing. Now I will tell you, you'll miss out if you don't attend these because we have a lot of fun in our daily Zoom crops, but here's what this is. If you come right here to daily Zoom crops and you tap the image or click it with your computer mouse, it'll tell you daily Zoom crops are a fun way for you to meet your fellow Jollyopolis crafters, play games, and even crop for a few hours with friends. The passcode to enter the Zoom is Holly Jolly, so you'll need to know that. When you go right here, you'll be at the place that you'll need to type that in. You'll go launch meeting, and then it will ask you. I'm not going to say launch meeting because there's no need to do that, okay? So launch meeting, and then you'll put in the password. Now, you will need that every day that of the event between our classes. Are there between 1 and 3? Our Zoom crops are between 1 and 3?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, so every day between 1 and 3 p.m., that's where you'll go to hang out. Now, I want to explain what a Zoom crop is. This is just a place for you to come. There'll be, I don't know how many people show on the screen, but it can hold up to 1,000 people in there, but it won't be 1,000. But everybody will be on the screen. You can add your camera if you want. You don't have to show your face. Last time we did this, we had people that didn't show their face. It just might say their name, or we had people that showed their face, et cetera, et cetera. You don't have to. You can just listen. You don't have to participate. But we're going to have games every day. You'll get to see different ones of us. Different of the staff will be in there. It's just 2 hours of fun. But what makes it a crop is if you're still working on something and you want to keep working at your desk while we're doing these fun things, you can. There won't be any lead crafting in the Zoom crops. It'll just be fun and games. That's what we do there, just for 2 hours together. That's the only way we know how to create that almost in-person feel. It's hard to have that on the online event, so we do it that way. All right, so I'm going to scroll back up. So that was the Zoom crops, okay? Now, I'll start. Where am I? I want to start. I want to start at the Make It Go Round. I'll tell y'all why. In your kit, in your box that has either gotten to you or is coming, a lot of people are saying they already got them, which is wild. There is a white, we call it a rigid envelope because it's a cardboard envelope, okay? In that envelope is your kit for the Make It Go Round class. Now, it will not make any sense to you if you go digging through that envelope right now. Nothing in there makes sense. When we lead the class, when we lead the event, it'll all make sense. But right now, it's just a bunch of stuff that doesn't even look good. It's just in an envelope. Here's what I'm asking you to do. Now listen, I'm asking you to do this. Leave it be. Just leave it in that envelope. Because what we're going to do is at the day of the Make It Go Round, we're going to tell you, okay, for this one, we need you to pull this, this, and this. And we will show you what to pull out. The reason I say this is to save packaging this year. Plastic bags, first off, there's enough of those in the universe. And secondly, they're expensive and they just take up space. And you really don't use them after the fact because we have to buy certain ones that aren't really reusable. So here's the deal. We tried not to have to buy those big plastic bags. We use that cardboard envelope that you could mail something out in later or something, and it's cardboard that could be recycled. So, and there is some plastic in there. We're not perfect. We couldn't do it. But some of the things, like some of the things that are in plastic bags, go with one of the solid pieces of paper, but you won't know that until the event. But let me say this to you. Do not stress. We will leave no one behind. We will put the kit out on the table for you to see what you need. You'll have time to pull it, and then we'll start making it. So I'm going to click on this. I don't even think, yeah, here it goes. So this is an explanation of it, okay? Look, in red letters, we ask that you do not remove the items from the envelope until the class. You will have a better experience because here's what will happen. If you take them out now, inevitably something's not going to end up in that envelope again because some things are small or some things might stick to something on your desk, and then when you find it, you're not going to know what it is. You'll be like, what is this? I don't even know. And then the day of the event, you're going to be looking for that one thing you need. So just leave it in the envelope. You'll have a better experience. All right. So this is going to give you an explanation about what Make It Go Round is, so you can go there to check that out. Now let me go to Brenda's class. The reason I'm going to is she has the least prep work, but she's going to talk about her class, but here's what we're going to do. Before she talks about it, I'm going to click on it and show you this information, and then she can tell you. So notice in the top it says, these are the supplies that you will need to have on hand for the class. They are listed below. Then there's an explanation of her class. This class will be held twice, a morning and an evening option. If you took the morning option, okay, you'll click Friday. If you took Friday morning, you're going to click right here, Friday morning. It's going to take you to where it will be streamed. See that? You can come right here. This is live in 17 days. That always is a punch in the gut to me. This is live in 17 days. You can click Notify Me right here. And now I have turned on a notification in case I forget. All right? That's all you have to do. Turn on the notification. You can start chatting. You can be like, I'm already here. I'm excited. I can't wait. It's 17 days. All that. You can go ahead and start chatting with your fellow students. I'm going to arrow that back. If you chose the evening class, you'll click Thursday evening. You can do the same thing. You can set Notify Me. You can go ahead and start chatting. Okay? The class will start. All of our live classes will start 15 minutes before the class, just so if we deal with something like we just did, we can get rid of that before the class starts. We typically don't have that issue, like, bless the Lord for that, but we start 15 minutes early for that reason. And we also start 15 minutes early so you can come in and get any audio issues fixed on your end, get everything set up so you can see everything. We want 15 minutes before class starts. And here's what that means. During that 15 minutes, there will be no instruction. That 15 minutes is you miss nothing, okay? We don't go over what's in your kit, nothing. All class starts at the time class should start. 10 a.m. or 6 p.m., I think those are our two times. It will start at that time. But that first 15 minutes is a little hangout to get all the kinks worked out. Now, it says you can click the above links. We just did that. Brenda has a list of things she wants you to have near you at your workspace, okay? I have them here, so I'm going to go over them and then you can talk about them.
Okay.
A cup of water for rinsing your brushes. So we gave a note. Use something old or disposable. Okay. A palette or paper plate to use as a palette. So if you don't have a palette, don't stress. A paper plate, even some cling wrap on your desk will work. Some aluminum foil will work. A piece of packaging, something that you can squirt paint on and not have to keep it for later or keep it for later. An old towel or paper towels for cleaning your brushes. Some of you guys don't like to use paper towels. I understand that and respect it. Just grab yourself an old towel, an old t-shirt, something you can just clean your brushes with in between. And then a cover for your work surface. You will be using acrylic paints in her class. So Shannon came up with this. I think this is smart. I'm the person who's like, I don't care if it gets on my surface. Brenda is too, because we didn't talk about it. But Shannon's like, they're going to want to cover their surface.
If you're
and
at your
she's
dining
right.
room table, cover your surface.
Cover your surface. So put down a tablecloth, a
Unless you want to be
plastic tablecloth, or anything, a huge piece of gift wrap. This is a good idea. If you have some old gift wrap, great way to recycle it. Put it on your table to protect the surface. Newspaper, whatever you got to protect your surface. All right. I'm going to get Brenda's kit and show you what's in that as she tells you about the class. You can go ahead and start saying what you want to say, and we'll get the kit.
I really am excited about this. I guess when we did the cards, that's kind of what started it. And I normally do my tags. I don't have that many tags anymore because the kids now want money for Christmas, so I buy them one little thing. And I started making my own tags. So this is really a great idea. You're going to have your acrylic paint there. And let me tell you this. Don't squirt out a whole lot. Just a tiny little bit to begin with to see how much you need, and that way you can save it to use it later, because this is a great kit to have.
Also, let me say this to you. Don't squirt anything out yet.
No.
No. That she will tell you in the class. Let's go over your kit real quick, okay? You've got your acrylic paint set. Now, we wanted to give you something you could really use. We wanted you to have something. This is a nice set, right? Some of you ended up with one that's in smaller packaging, but it's the same paints.
Same thing.
We try to say this when you're purchasing. We may have to source from different companies to get enough for everybody, and we did. So one is in a smaller packaging, but it's the same product, okay?
Same colors.
Don't pull any colors out until she tells you. Don't go fill up your palette. You don't need that.
No.
Okay?
You're not going to use all of those colors.
So don't do that.
So
the
don't
next
do
thing
that.
you got was a set of Nuvo brushes. See how you can use this later? So you're going to learn the techniques with Brenda, but
Right.
then you're going to use them later.
You can use them on your cards or tags or anything.
The next thing you're going to have is 4 pieces. You have 4 pieces of 49 and Market cardstock.
Right.
Now here's the thing about this. It will be used interchangeably. Some of them you'll use one side or the other. Some of them you'll choose. So they may not look like they go together right now, but they do. Don't stress, right?
You're not all going to have the same pieces.
Right.
It's just 4 pieces.
Yeah, don't compare your pieces to this. You just got 4 pieces and they'll all work.
Right.
You're going to have a Brutus Monroe jumbo tag set. These are the 4x8 and there's 10 tags in here. You'll only use 4 in class.
Right.
So you'll have extras to play with after you've learned. And then you should have 2 pieces of lace. Now let me tell you what happened real quick so you'll look for it, okay? One piece of lace got put into her actual kit and one got left out, so we put it in the box. So when you open the box, you'll be looking for an extra piece of lace. Okay.
Happy hunting.
Yeah, happy hunting. You'll have 2
Yeah,
pieces.
That's right. And you don't have to use the lace. You can use any ribbon that you have. It's no big deal. So, but it's going to be a fun class. In fact, as I was working on it to get it on, I'm like, hey, this is really going to be a fun class, because you're going to learn how to use that acrylic in your card making and also in your tag making. But let me tell you this, and I'm going to tell you this during class, and Maymay is exactly right. Do not open anything until class. Just look at it, admire it, pet on it, but don't open it and just, it would just confuse you.
Can I smell it?
Yeah, smell
Okay, as long as I can smell it.
it. Yep, smell it. I like to smell the paper too.
Smell these.
I
Let me
do.
smell these brushes. Oh, they smell nice.
Yeah, smell real nice. You know, I think that needs to be something that we tell all of our
All the vendors.
Yes,
Can we
like-
get scratch and
yes,
sniff
can we
supplies?
get-
That's what we want.
Yes.
now, and those brushes are awesome brushes. You can use those brushes. If you rinse them out, take care of them, you can use them I always say from now till the second coming.
I'm gonna tell you, when these brushes came out, I was so excited because Brenda always wanted a good set of brushes she could do things with you guys.
Yes.
And we struggled finding a set
Yes.
that wasn't either massive or 3. Like there was nothing in
Right.
between.
Or even the bristles were,
or-
you couldn't use them again.
And the bristles weren't like this where we had a
Exactly.
lot of bristle.
Yes.
The other issue we had was all the other, we could say, okay, you needed this number paintbrush, and that's so confusing when you go to the store. When
Yeah.
Nuvo came out with this, I sent Brenda a picture. I was like, look.
Oh, I was so
And these have been
excited.
out a while, but we love them.
Yes. Well, in fact, when we first did that, she did hand me a set, and I have been using them. And listen, I'm sold on them. If you ever do anything with painting, you need that set because it has everything you need in that set. And the paint colors are, like I said, we're not going to use all the colors. We're not going to use all the colors. You're going to have plenty of paint to do anything you want to, and next time I make something, that's the paint I'm going to use. So.
And once you learn the techniques, that's the cool thing about what Brenda's going to teach you. The techniques you're going to learn, this is what I like. It's really how to use these brushes.
Right.
You're going to see these brushes in a different light. And that's what I love whenever you learn with Brenda when her painting. Because Brenda doesn't stress about it. And you're not going to stress either, I promise.
I'm going to make it simple, easy. We're going to do 4 tags, and you're going to have plenty to do multiples after. There's 10 tags in that. I was excited about that. If you want to use your own ribbon that matches your wrapping paper, perfect, no big deal. I just wanted to throw in the linen and lace, and I think it's going to be a fun class.
Also, these tags don't have to be tags. They can
No,
be ornaments
I've
for
got-
your Christmas tree. They
Right.
can be a garland for your mantle. Like, these don't have to be given to someone. These
Right.
can be artwork you use for something else.
And one of them, I've got a little trick I'm going to show you how to do. It's going to be fun. I'm excited.
Perfect. All right.
questions?
Let's take questions for Brenda's, because I bet, are you going to scoot? Are you okay?
I'm
Okay, I
good.
didn't know she had to scoot.
I'm
She's
good.
got a lot going on today, so if she does have to scoot, just know that. Let's take questions for Brenda, but let's do this really quick. Remember, leave everything. You don't have to leave it. Just don't take every individual thing out, but you can set this aside. Like, you can put this in a thing, this is for Brenda's class. You can go ahead and do that. But just don't take everything out of there so that whenever you are doing it, it'll be so easy, okay? Just a reminder while you're getting your questions in, here's the links for your classes. You don't have to stress. If you're looking for the links, they're right here. The reason we're doing this is so many times right before class, people will send emails, and Shannon is not looking at her emails right before class. She's literally trying to help me get software set up.
Exactly.
Okay? So,
Or this time teaching.
and this time she's teaching, that's right. So this time I won't be checking email, I'll be setting her up too. So that's why we wanted to put these links where you could access them through that password. Did you have any questions? I did see somebody ask, can they use their glass mat? Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
You can use your glass mat. You can use your waffle flower media mat. Brenda has used
The media.
the media mat with acrylic paint too, and you can wipe that off. I'm not a painter. Well, I'll be able to, okay, I'm glad you said that.
Yes.
This class is not about talent.
No.
This class is about taking a paintbrush, holding it this way, and using it this way, and it's going to open your mind to the possibilities.
Exactly. It's a 1, 2, 3. And you're at 10. If you mess one up, you think you mess one up. I don't think anybody ever messes one up. Nothing is unsalvageable in my opinion.
It's art.
Exactly.
If you don't use it here, use it somewhere else.
So just don't panic if you think, oh, I got it wrong. Just be calm and shoot me on the little, well, we're still going to
chat.
have our chat,
Yeah,
right?
we'll still have chat.
Shoot me a chat and I'll show you what you can do with it. So,
What you need to know is, this is not a painting class.
no.
This is a crafting with paint class.
Right.
So there's a way, like there's certain people who paint incredible. There's artists who use paint
Right.
in a way you can't imagine. Then there's artists who have learned to manipulate techniques to get the look of, hey, I painted that.
Yes.
And that's pretty impressive
Yes.
without having to know color theory
Right.
or acrylic
You can-
or anything.
You can take what you learn from this class and you can put it on a canvas, a piece of paper, a piece of cardstock, anything you want to, and frame it.
You can put it on
What-
ornaments. Y'all just wait.
It's-
After
yes.
she teaches you what you're going to learn, you'll think of all the things you want to do this with.
Exactly.
Because I want you to think of it like this. You know how we teach you how to stamp? How you take a stamp and you put ink on it and you use it a certain way? think of it the same way. Your brush is your stamp, your paint is your ink, and we're going to show you how to place it.
Right.
That's
It's a
literally how it
technique.
is.
I'm not teaching you to paint with acrylic, watercolor, or anything. I'm showing you a technique that anybody can use.
Yep.
When I start my grandkids out, this is what I start them with.
It's 100%, Dana, let the brush do the work. It is let the brush.
Exactly.
And I'll tell you something.
The
That's
brush in the water.
yeah, and that's not the first time. When I took, I'm not going to muddy the waters by saying the person's name. Not that I wouldn't teach you this, but I just don't want to get it muddied today because I want you to think that's what Brenda's
Right.
teaching. But I took a class from someone years ago, and they were let the brush do the work. And that's when I learned I don't have to know how to paint. I just know how to hold this brush.
Right.
That's it.
And how to use the water.
Mm-hmm.
And it's simple. It's going to be very simple. You're gonna love it.
All right. I don't see any other questions for
No,
her.
but also, y'all don't forget, the link is yours forever. So if you don't want to take the time and paint in class and just watch what she does,
Yes.
and you can go back later and watch and pause and watch and pause and do it that way if you want to just take your time. You don't have to do it all at one setting.
That's what I love about
You
this.
can do it however you feel comfortable.
That's why I love this.
I did want to mention this. Some of you guys have purchased the morning class and then asked if you could switch to the evening class. That is fine. You have the links right here. So if you had to switch to the evening, you're fine. Just switch. Okay? No problem.
Good. I'm excited. I can't wait. We're going to have a blast.
We are going to have a good time. Now you get to the not fun time. Ready?
Which one is it?
Shannon's. No, mine's the not fun time.
Oh.
Let's do Shannon's. Shannon's is going to not be hard.
Not fun.
All of them are fun and all of them are easy. You just got to listen to us, okay? So let's do shenanigans. So here's the deal on shenanigans. Here's what's in your kit for hers, okay? You're going to have 50 cards and 50 card bases and 50 envelopes. It may not look like this. Remember, we had to source 300 kits. So some of them are in different packaging. Not very many. We were able to do pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it was great.
Most
I
of
was
you guys,
excited.
and I'll tell you something, if you do have a different package than what I'm showing today, give yourself 10 stars. Bonus for you. You get 10 stars to start the event with. If you don't know about stars, they're useless, but I love to hand them out. Okay, so you'll get 50 cards and envelopes. You're going to get Christmas Salutations number 2. You're going to get the Christmas Salutations Solids pack. And you're going to get, oh, it's in here.
On the back.
And you're going to get the 6x6, which is upside down. Let me get him out of here.
Upside down, backwards.
He's upside down and backwards. He literally is upside down and backwards. That's our Monday.
Kind of like my, yeah.
Our Monday,
that's
upside down
right.
and backwards.
It's a Maymay stamp set for
That's
you.
exactly
Upside down
right.
and backwards.
Upside down and backwards. So then you're also going to get the 6x6 pad. Okay.
Awesome.
So these guys, you're going to be using. I'm going to go here. We're going to go to the portal. Okay. At the portal. Matter of fact, I'm going to clean this off. I don't like anything clouding your brain. I don't want my brain clouded. I don't want to cloud yours.
Exactly.
When you go to the portal, I want you to go to Shannon's class. Click the image, or it does smell delicious. I can smell it right now. The paper smells good.
Yes.
Here again, info about the class. The 2 events that you purchased, one of the 2, okay? What's included in your kit? Now look, prep work. Why do we call it prep work and not homework? Because it needs to be done before the event. Not during the event, not 15 minutes before. You need some time, okay? This is going to take some time. So you need to sit down and do this. You've got 17 days to get your prep work done, okay?
Don't procrastinate.
Don't procrastinate. Now look, see this red line? Before making any cuts, I need to zoom in again. Tell me where to.
You're good.
Okay. Before making any cuts, for clarification, please email Shannon at maymaymadeit.com. If you read this and you're confused on anything, our preference is that you email and ask the question before you cut and make a mistake.
Right.
You will not bother us. That is our job. What we would like is for you to have a good experience and a good event. So we want you to say, hey, I'm confused by this. Can you clarify? You can email us. You can call us. We will make sure you are clear. The reason we're giving prep work, we want to do more in the classes than we normally do. And we're giving you a little more detailed classes than we usually do. So we would like for you to have this prep work done so we don't spend the first hour prepping. Okay, we can spend 2 hours doing the fun part because that's what we like to do, right? All right, so when you come here, you'll see the names of Echo Park paper are listed on the strip. Now, I'm going to show you. This is why we're doing this live show today. I want to clarify everything, okay? I'm going to show you what that means. when you look on your Echo Part papers, if you come right here, you see the front side looks like this, but if you flip it over, the back side will have the title. I don't know if I'm in screen.
Yes, you are.
I am.
3x4 journaling cards.
This is the 3x4 journaling cards. Now, the next one will have its title, and it will say, let me get it out. It will say 4x3 journaling cards. Okay? So all of the titles are on the back sides at the bottom of your paper. We've referenced those for you. We want to make it super easy. So here's what we did. It says cut apart 2 sheets of the 3x4 journaling cards. So if you know that you know to look for the title, okay? So we look for the title, 3x4 journaling cards, and there are 2 sheets of those. You want to cut these apart. Now, what does that mean? We want you to cut them on their lines and cut them apart and put them in a stack and have them for the day. Pre-cut, ready to go. We don't have to do it the day we're together.
Put them in an envelope.
Yep. Now, we'll go to the next one. You're going to pull the next set, which is cut apart 2 sheets of 4x3 journaling cards. This will create 24 cards. So you're going to look for the 4x3 journaling cards. That's the title. And you're going to cut them apart and set them aside. Now, I don't want this to confuse you. See how we're showing you the back? That is just so you know you found the right one, okay? If you look on the front, it looks like this. If you look on the back, it looks like that. You'll know you have the right one. Also use the title.
We're teaching y'all how to be a Shannon.
On the next one, the cut aparts are 2 sheets of 4x4 journaling cards. You're going to look for the journaling cards. You're going to cut those apart. You'll get 18 when you're done. Now, you'll notice Shannon's not using everything from the card kit. It's impossible for her to use everything from a salutations pack in a 2-hour class. You get so much, okay? So you will have some to use for other things, but after taking the class with Shannon, you'll be inspired by the project she's bringing you. She's bringing you 3 different card ideas?
Yes.
And one of, y'all, we're so excited. We've come up with some stuff that's kind of different for us, so I'm really excited about it. So you'll learn 3 card techniques from Shannon that you can utilize in what's left over, or you can go do something else. So there's that. Now, we're not done. From your 6x6 pad, you're going to read here, from your 6x6 pad, cut apart 2 of the pages referred to in the image below. Do you see this image? You're going to go to your 6x6 pad, which is inside of your other package. I'm not going to open this one, but I'm going to do it like this so you can see it. We're looking for this image, okay? So we're just going to flip through until we find it. And I think that's it right there. Yep. That is it right there. I don't want to open it, but you see it right there? And you will cut that apart, and you need to find it twice. It says cut apart 2 of the pages, and you should have 18 mini cut aparts. All right? Then, this is where it might get a little trickier, but I want you to watch, okay? From the solids pack, using the measurement diagram below as reference. This is your solids pack. I showed you that one. This is the one with all the solid pages in it. You're going to cut apart 2 sheets of dark green / blue. Pull me out a page of that solids. You're going to cut apart 2 sheets of red / green, and you're going to cut apart 2 sheets of light green / dark red. Let me show you how you'll know. Oh, 1 sheet. My bad.
Yeah, cool.
And it's the same, okay? On your Echo Part paper, the front will just have, it'll just have a picture of what's on the back. That's what this strip always is. And when we flip it over back here, you're going to see light green, dark red. Now, am I using light green, dark red? If I look up here and see, I am light green, dark red. So I know this is a piece I need to cut apart. Use the titles, okay? This piece this piece is red green. See where it says red green? Am I using it? Yes, I need 2 of it. So we tried to make it super easy. That'll be enough to show. Here's what you're cutting. Let me have one of these back. So if you notice, what we did was we're showing you, you're going to cut 4 1/4 across, 4 1/4 across. Okay. Then on those 2 pieces you cut, you're going to do 3 1/4, 3 1/4, 3 1/4. But this piece we cut off, we're going to cut it like this. Okay. We'll cut 3 1/4, 3 1/4 height, and then we'll cut them apart at 4 1/4, and you'll have this little strip left, and you'll have these grayed out pieces left. The gray means we're not using it in that class. Okay. So this is your diagram. I think it makes sense. If you're confused, what do? You email us, okay? So there is that. Easy to follow, and all Shannons are in one place. Any questions for Shannon's class, go ahead and put those in and we'll answer those. I think you can see just how much work we'll get done before class that won't take up valuable class time. And this is stuff you can do at home super easy, and then Shannon can spend more time teaching you fun card making projects than, okay, pull out this and cut it apart, pull out this and cut it apart, which we've done in the past, and it just takes up time.
Because y'all know how to cut. You can get on to the fun stuff.
Do you want to tell them anything about your class? Don't give secrets away, because it's good.
I mean, just come ready to enjoy it.
We're
Have
gonna
fun.
We're gonna teach you how to use your products in a way you might, kit
Yeah.
projects in a way you might not think to, and I think it's super fun. I say we, Shannon is.
We.
Now we designed it. That's another thing. I want to make sure y'all know this, and this is I am not a micromanager. I actually do not enjoy that, but it is a Maymay Made It class, so I want to make sure we're bringing you, Maymay Made It projects.
They are Maymay approved.
Yeah, they're Maymay approved projects. All of them always are. We always
Yes.
do that in any class, no matter who's
We
teaching.
all work together
Yep.
to make it go smoothly for y'all.
Thank you. I'm glad you like how we showed the paper. Again, we're trying to make it so easy for you. And the beautiful thing is this. This is the first time we've used the portal, okay? Next time you're going to be like, I know how to use the portal.
Yeah.
I got it. I've used the portal in the next event, which will be spring. We're already talking about it. Isn't that crazy? We're already talking about our spring event. You'll just know how to use the portal. So, no, are all 3 sheets cut the size? All of the, yes, that's right. You are exactly right.
Yes.
Right down here, when you get to this, I didn't read this, I don't think. From the solids pack, using the measurement diagram below as reference, okay, cut these, cut these, cut these, and use the same one for every one. That's a great question.
Yes.
Use the same diagram for
Yes.
all of those colors.
Yes.
That was good. I'm glad you asked that
Yeah,
question.
that was a good question.
It's sometimes you should see me and Shannon trying to figure out how to word these things. We worded that particular sentence 27 times.
Gosh, yes, y'all. So all the solids get cut. Yes, all of the solids get cut from the same.
Great
diagram.
question. Matter of fact, make a note to go into the portal and put in parentheses all the solids use the same. That's a good thing for us to point out. Dana says, when is it? Got my credit card ready. We're excited. We really are. We haven't started yet. We will bring you a save the date probably in December or January, something like that. Great questions. Great questions. All right, if you don't have any more questions on that, I want to move on to mine if we can. All right, so what do? You tap the image or click it with your mouse, and we go to Maymay's. You'll see here, this is on all of them, this section is the same, okay? All of this section, you got your link, your clinks. Can we call them
Got
clinks?
your clinks.
You got your class links or clinks. All your clinks are here. So you got both class links there. Here's, mine changes a little bit, okay? Homework or prep work. This is when we were trying to decide to say homework or prep work. I just put them both in because I didn't know which way you guys would word it. But we want to call it prep work because we want you to know you need to do it before the event. So going forward in the portal, we'll try to use prep work, okay? You can, in order to complete this project in 2 hours, we will need you to do some homework, which I'll call prep work in the future. I'm including a PDF printable, okay, as well as photos here of what cuts you'll need to make, of what the cuts you will need to make will look like, all right? Anytime something's underlined, it is clickable, all right? We'll click on the PDF in a minute. We're not going to go there yet. Let me show you what's in the kit, then we'll go to the PDF. All right, in my
got it?
kit. Oh.
Got me to get it.
That's.
Ain't got no paper.
I didn't bring the big paper. I forgot the big paper.
Ain't got no
Where is
paper.
it? And I'll go get it.
I got it.
You
Ain't
it.
got no paper. All right. We are doing this prep work at home. So that's true. That's true. It does work both ways, doesn't it? Okay. In your kit, you will find, in Maymay's kit, I just took this right out of its packaging, but you will find this Graphic 45 8x8 set called Let's Get Cozy. Are you kidding me? How gorgeous is
I
this
love
paper?
it.
And if y'all want to smell paper,
Ah,
This one
Graphic 45 is
smells its own. This paper smells vintage. It does.
There, I love that paper.
Look how beautiful. We're going to be using this paper pack. Okay, so let me clean that back up. You'll have this paper pack. You're going to have this ephemera pack. It also goes with it. Okay, and you're going to have one of two. Well, don't worry about it. You have one of two latches. Okay, we bought every single one of these we could get. And if you don't have this one, you have another one, okay? If you have this one, you'll see that your brads are in here. Please don't even open this. Just leave it closed till the day we get together. Those brads will get lost, okay? They're tiny. Then the other one has brads too. So whichever one you have. Then you also have 6 pieces of 12 by 12 craft cardstock, okay? You'll have 6 pieces of that. And you'll have 4 pieces of white 8.5 by 11. Okay, so that is your kit, and you'll see that listed on my portal link. Let me show you on the portal link right here. You'll see that listed. What's included in Maymay's kit's listed right here. Now, let's talk about the cuts. Let's talk about the pre-work you have to do. Okay, let's click the printable. I mean the PDF. It's printable if you want to print it. Do you have to print it? No. You could do like me, open it on your iPad and just look at it, or open it on your computer and just look at it for reference. I'm going to read this and we're going to go over it, okay? Using the craft colored 12 by 12 in your kit. So you only have one stack of craft colored 12 by 12. Cut the following from 3 pieces. Now you'll notice I said you have 6 pieces total for oopsies. We gave you 6 pieces because this is the first time we've done this prep work thing, and I don't want you to feel terrified to make a cut. I want you to be sure about your cuts, but I want you to have a little extra if you need it. If you don't use it, you'll have enough of that to make another one. You'll have 3 sheets of craft to do another one right after, okay? So this is a 12 by 12 sheet. This is a 12 by 12 sheet. This is a 12 by 12 sheet, okay? And we went ahead and named everything. Now, if you want to name them, here's what I would do. I just get a Post-it note or use a pencil and write really small in the middle, because all the middles will be covered up. But if you want to label them so that during class, it's really easy when I'm saying we're going to start with our folio base, you'll know it's there. So when you get your first piece out, I want you to notice something. The craft colored image, we will be using. The gray image, we will not use. Okay, so this you might use it somewhere, but not for building the folio. Okay, so this guy, put him aside. Mark this one as folio base. You want to cut it 8 1/4 by 12. One cut done. Okay, then you come to your second sheet. Hang on, guys. I don't want Do Not Disturb to come back on. Vince keeps doing that because he don't know I'm using his iPad. He's probably like, what's with this new update? That's what he was like. Molly, what are you doing? Okay, so this 12 by 12 piece, you're going to cut down 5 1/4 by 12, 5 1/4 by 12. He just did it again. And then you want to go tell him I need it for just a few minutes. Then this gray piece right here is not going to be used in the class. Okay. Then our third piece. This one is a little more cutting. Pay attention. You're going to cut it 7 3/4, and then there's a 2 3/4 strip, and this one you'll cut in half at these 2 measures. Okay, so this is what your 3 sheets of 12 by 12 should look like. And yes, you should have some extra 12 by 12 that you don't have to cut. If you make a mistake, you've got extras. Okay, let's look at our 8.5 by 11. Here's what your 8.5 by 11s will look like. So you're just going to imagine an 8.5 by 11 piece here and here, and you'll cut them this width and then these pieces. This width, these pieces, this width, these pieces. I know this probably seems like not hard homework, and it's not, but it takes a lot of time in class to do this. It just takes up time that you could have done ahead of time, and you'll be happier with the class, I think. Again, you can print this if you want. Just look at it like this and do it. This won't take you long, all right? If you want to label everything so that you'll call it the same thing I'm calling it, go for it, all right? That is your prep work for my class. That's all you need to do. There is no other prep work. Don't cut any designer paper. Don't cut from your graphic pack. Don't pick out ephemera. You don't need to do anything else. If you have those things done, we can get way ahead of the game when we get started. Yes. Any questions about my class?
I want to take it.
It's going to be a fun one. It's called a fancy folio because what we're doing is I fancified it a little bit. It's an 8 1/4 by 8 1/4 folio when it's finished, and it's gate folded.
Oh, cool.
And that's why you have that little latch for the gate fold. So you're going to learn about gate folding. And the element in the middle, I want to keep it a surprise. Like I want to keep.
Yes.
But you've seen me use the element in the middle in other projects, but I have edited it to fit this one. I think you're going to like it. It's going to be super fun. And this is one you'll be able to make over and over again.
Yes.
Also, let me tell you something real quick, okay? On your 8 1/2 by 11 white, let me say this. If you don't want to put, okay, so if you're a folio maker, you'll know that we stamp those white pieces and put them in so the recipient knows what size to put in there. That's what those are for. If you're making this for yourself, you don't really have to have this part. You could just have 3 pieces of white cardstock and enjoy it, okay? I like to have this in case I give this as a gift, so when the person looks, they'll know what size photo to put there, because we're going to do that as well, okay? The other thing in your kit is, did you get the stamp set?
Oh, no, I did not.
The stamp set. Now listen about the stamp set. You're the only ones who know about it. No one else has seen it, and they can't get it until the class happens. We will not release that early. I don't do exclusive, okay? I don't do exclusive, but I do exclusive releases, which means you guys got it first. How awesome is that set? Shayna's going to go get it so we can look at it.
I want to take this one.
Listen, this is a fun one. And
I
also,
am so excited.
we can use that stamp set on these photo mats. And you could do it ahead of time if you want to. I don't mind if you do that. You'll know the sizes. You know, this is a 5 1/2 by 7 1/2. You can place 5 1/2 by 7 1/2 photo here or whatever if you want to. We may or may not have time to do it in class. The big thing in class is assembly and getting it covered and doing some decoration that's what we want to get done.
Yes.
But that stamp set, by the way, is the one I asked you guys about. The one I said, give me some ideas for what you want to see.
Cool.
That's the one. And so
I know
some
which
of you
one it
guys,
is.
by the way, some of you guys earned that stamp set because on Facebook, when we asked for your ideas, we told you if we use your idea, we will give you a stamp set. Now, I will tell you this, just so you know, we used the first person who suggested it, okay? So Sylvia painstakingly went through and made sure she got the comments as they were brought in, and she made a list of them and a graph of them. So it was the first person who said, this is my idea. Let me get this to drop down so y'all can see it. There we go. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. I cannot wait to reveal this to everybody, okay? But right now it's just you guys that have it and you guys that get to see it. But look how wonderful. We can use these numbers. We can use this decimal if we're doing halves or thirds or eighths or whatever. Don't do that to a friend. Don't make them do an eighth.
No, please.
They won't be your friend long.
No.
Don't make them do a 7 1/8 card photo. Look at this. I love this little, I call them bullnose clips. I think people call them other stuff, but it looks like one of those little bullnose clips.
Yes.
You got photo corners. Those were requested. Tabs. These were
love the
requested.
tabs.
Journaling space. And you
Love
might
that.
think that's not enough, but I want you to think folio, okay? We're making folios, and you'll have spaces for journaling. You can make a whole page out of this if you want. You have place photo here. We did different fonts. If you look at the other ones we have out there, they're different fonts, so you can make these depending on who you're giving them to. Place photo here. We also did it up and down because sometimes your photo spot is smaller and you don't want to run it out. Date, journal here, location. How about this? Something to celebrate. Tuck photo here. That
Oh,
was
that's-
requested.
I
That was
love
requested.
that.
Making memories. That just happened. I love that one. That's one of my favorites. This is us. Wow. So very much fun. This. What? Look. No way. The best day ever. What a cutie. Oh, so silly. Say cheese. We gave you an arrow. There's another photo corner. These were requested. Y'all wanted reinforcement holes. You wanted it to look like that. The numbers were requested that they be individual numbers and not super, super huge. So we did these. There is an SVG for this. We will add it to the portal. Good question. Let's do a SVG for the stamp set on the dashboard. We'll put that on there for you guys. So you're the first ones getting it, and it is for your folio. We
I'm
did it so
stealing
you would
one.
have it, okay?
I'm stealing one. I love that.
Let's go back and make sure we did everything on the portal, which I think we did.
I love these corners.
I need to tell y'all about those corners. Let me show y'all something real quick. So these don't look like traditional photo corners, and let me tell you why. I wanted you to be able to just stamp these. You don't have to stamp these and cut them out. So I made sure it didn't have that hangover in the middle. If you had that hangover in the middle, you would have to stamp them on something else, either cut them out or SVG them out, and that's a lot of work. With these, every photo can just live inside that piece, and it's not a real photo corner. It's just decor, okay?
I love it.
So when you're using it, think like that. So
That's why I love
we go.
it, because it's super simple.
Dana, I can teach you how to use your Cricut, and if you would like to, since you like to take classes, to make that super easy, we have a class already on our website, and somebody will link it for you. I think it's like $9, this class, $9.99 for this class. You can go ahead and take it. It's a little bit outdated on like a little bit of the placement for Cricut things, because you know they update so much, but the basics are still exactly the same. So there's that. That one. Okay, I'm glad you asked that, Cheryl. The thing you need your order number for is the Facebook group. When you go to the Facebook group to sign in, to join it, you can see here, click here for Facebook, and she was able to get it fixed now. If you want to join this group, it's going to ask you a question, and you need to answer this question, and it is, hi, thanks for wanting to join our group. Can you please give me your order number? That is just so this group is only for students. This is only for people that are students of this event, because about 2 weeks after the event, we get rid of this Facebook page. It is only for you guys to get to know each other during the event and have places to chat back and forth. We will be utilizing the portal. That's what we want to use, so everybody can access it. Let me get out of Vince's Facebook. He'll probably appreciate that. Let me go back to here. Okay. So.
He did say he would stop fighting you.
You're like, all right, we went over every single thing in the portal. I hope that answered your questions. If you have questions about the event, let's put those in now. Any questions, we'll take those at this point. And if you have watched to this point, you're ready to go. And we're excited.
I'm so excited. I love.
Did you write any questions from earlier? It got a little chaotic. I don't know what we did.
There was just a Facebook
The
group
Facebook question.
that
Okay.
Tamitha's posted
got a
over
little
and
chaotic.
over again.
Little
How to join
chaotic.
it.
I apologize for the chaos in the beginning. Like I said, I may go ahead and get Tamitha to download this video, cut out that first part, get to this part, and then load it on the dashboard on the portal. So if you want to reference it again later, you don't have to go through all the craziness. You always can just skim through. You always can do that too. All right, here's the 2 things I want you to really, really remember. Number 1, the portal is your best friend. If you lose your links, they're there. If you lose your instructions, they're there. If you can't remember what goes to what kit, it's there. If you can't remember what time your classes are, click there. Matter of fact, let me show you that. Let's say you're wondering what time my class is. If you click here and you know that you took my Thursday morning class, if you'll click it, it'll take you here and you can see October 20th at 10 a.m. So you can even dial that far down, okay? Linda, your order number will be in the first email you received from us when you first purchased, or it should be in any tracking that you received from us.
Or you can email me and I'll tell you what it is.
Or you can email Shannon. That's true. You can. Is there a crop on? Is there a crop on? I think you're talking about the daily crops. That is right here. This is where you access your daily crops. Now, like I said, it's not us putting on a crop where we're saying, go to your table and make this. It's just a 2-hour time where you can craft and listen in and chat and talk and have a good time with us. Or you can just sit there and play. You don't even have to craft. It's just, it's the only way we know to really bring it very personal. Now, we do have the in-person crop happening the week after this event. And I cannot tell you how many of you have bought both. We have been shocked that are going to take the online, and now they may not take them at the same time. People know this too about our events. If you buy our event, you don't have to take it when we're doing it. You can take it later. So they're going to not only have that event, but they're coming in as well. So if you would like to come to the in-person crop,
Oh, I'm excited about
that information, if you'll go back to maymayevents.com and you come right to, this is what I love. If we're doing online classes, it's in this picture. If we're doing in-person classes, it's in this picture. You tap it. And then look, you can get the crop table. You can do the classes individually, or you can do the whole of, no, this is extra meals if you want extra meals.
If you want the whole event, you'll have to call. We don't have any
Oh,
available
this was the whole
online.
event. It's
Yeah.
out. This is how it is now individually. All right, is there a crop on Thursday? Yes, Thursday is our first day of the event. Let me go back to the portal. Also, did you see, once I signed in, I don't have to re-sign in. Unless for some reason we have to change the password. Like if something happens and we have to change the password, we'll send you an email letting you know that. So please keep an eye on your emails from us. And we'll try to make sure that in the emails we send out, it'll say, attention needed Holly Jollyopolis students, so you'll know in the title that's what it is. But if you go back here to the crops and you click on here and you go to daily Zoom crop, I'm going to click launch meeting just so y'all can see this. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to. He doesn't have Zoom loaded on his iPad, so it won't open. But when you go to the meeting, there'll be one for every day. Also, remember this. Your Zoom crop has a password, and it's right here, Holly Jolly. What about the items in the red check bag? That's your goodie bag. Those are things you just got. You would have seen a gift card to Maymay Made It that you can use for $25. When you use your gift card, if you'll pay attention on it, matter of fact, we might want to show that so they'll see. You need to contact Jasmine to use that. You need to call in. Jasmine is going to be keeping up with those and doing the shipping on what you order from those. You don't have, you can use that $25 gift card on any order. We just need you to call in to cash it in, because the way we did those, we wanted to make sure everybody found them and took advantage of them, so they have numbers. They're numbered, so we can know they all got used. So we'll want you to call in or email Jasmine and let her know you want to place your order using that card. So that is the $25 gift card. Yes, if you don't have Zoom, you'll want to download it. But the reason I'm not really going over that is it'll walk you through it. When you try to do this, if you don't have it, it'll walk you through doing that. So if you don't want to get it ahead of time. So you got that. You got ribbon from Brutus Monroe. You either got ribbon or sequins. Everybody didn't get the same thing. Everybody got different stuff. You got a gift from Graphic 45. You got a gift from 49 and Market. You got a gift from Art Glitter Glue. Who all's in the bag? Is that everybody?
I think that is.
It might be.
I think it is. I love that art glitter glue.
It's so cute. The little tiny art glitter glue.
I want to steal one of those and put it in my purse.
It is. Because listen, I use art glitter glue for everything.
I
didn't
glued
bring
Brax's
the kit.
football uniform together. He ripped it in the middle of the thing at halftime.
That's true,
I
you did do
glued
that.
it together, and it stayed for the whole game.
So in your goodie bag, you'll see this $25. It says, to redeem this gift card, please call the store or email Jasmine. Please have your gift certificate number available when you place the order. This one is 040 to show you how that works. So you'll have a number, and when you're talking to Jasmine, she can get your order started for you. And this is just cash. It's just $25. Just use it. You can use it if you want to save it to use toward a class. You can. It doesn't matter. This is your $25 to the store. And this was Vinny's idea.
Oh gosh, seriously.
I know. I was like, what?
Oh,
I didn't get that.
I know,
Oh,
me
you
either.
didn't get-
Me
we didn't
either,
either.
Siri. We didn't get it either.
we didn't get it either.
Yeah, it was his idea. $25 to you guys. So that's just your goodie bag. You can enjoy it. And we want to be sure that we thank all of the folks that gave something. So if you do anything on their YouTubes or Facebooks or social medias, just say, hey, thanks for the gift in Maymay's kit. We really appreciate it. I was very, all I had to do was say, hey, will you? Yes, and they sent it. They're just so kind.
That's so sweet.
And I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. We had 49 and Market, Graphic 45, Art Glitter Glue, Christopher, me.
I think that's it.
Was it 5? I think so. They don't expire. That's why we have the number. You earned this. You got it. It's your gift, and we numbered them. And we have a chart that we're keeping up with to make sure they were all cashed in. Instead of just giving you like the digital one, we did this so we could make sure it was used, if that makes sense. So it won't expire. We had that long discussion. Why would it expire? It's your $25.
I know.
I can't
hate
mail $25.
I hate it when you get somebody says, "Here's your gift certificate," but it expires in 6 months.
Yeah.
You know.
You guys, our next class is not until, our next event's not till spring. You might want to use it for that. Who knows?
Right.
You might want to use it if you want to come to the in-person. There's $25 off.
Might
you know?
want to take a picture of it so you'll have it when it gets there.
Yeah.
It's me, I'll lose it.
Just memorize your number.
Memorize it.
Memorize it.
Memorize it.
Yes, you can use it to the store if you come to open house. You absolutely can.
Oh.
I want you to consider this as $25 that you can spend in my store. That's what that is. Whenever, like you have $25 in cash.
But we don't have your gift certificate number.
Yeah,
so-
we don't have your number. We don't
That's
have your
what I
name
said.
listed
Yeah.
next to it. So make sure,
Take a
snap a
picture.
picture. Just
Yeah.
snap a
Just
picture
snap a
and you'll
picture.
have it. All right. Any questions? You guys have done really good. I hope this is going to be super smooth and we're going to enjoy this event so much. And I hope our next portal is even better. I hope we learn from this one. I think we have already.
I love these online classes. I get to talk to people I don't normally get to talk to in the chat.
It's exciting. Tell me this in here real quick. I want to know now and also if you're watching the replay, is this your first Maymay event? Your first online Maymay event? Okay. It's hard for us to keep up. Like I wish we had a way in our software to go, they've been to this many events easy. We can go through and see, but it's too much work to do that. But it's neat to know because I like to tell you how we do our classes and
Right.
stuff. So,
Right.
yay! I gotta be honest, I felt very official showing y'all all this today. I really did. I watch a lot of these channels and go, how do y'all have time to do all this? How do y'all have time to, put together this PDF and put together this and da-da-da-da? And I've been very impressed with other people, and I feel pretty impressed with us.
I really think y'all
And
do
when I
awesome.
say us, I mean my staff. I'm not patting myself on the back. My staff is incredible. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know how good they are. Like, I
Yes.
can't even tell you.
A lot of first timers.
Yay! That's
Really?
awesome.
Oh, that's awesome. How many online events have we had? 3? Is this
The first
third?
the first one in COVID. Did we only do one in 2020? And then we did 2 in 2021?
So this is the 4th one.
And then we did the birthday bash. I don't remember.
Oh,
It's
I forgot
4
the
or
birthday.
5.
It's 5.
4 or
It's
5.
5. Oh, that's, yeah. I love them.
Yay! Dana, that's what we wanted to do. That is what we wanted to do. June, do you like this approach better than the last approach? In the past, we've had to use so many different things to make these things work. Like we were using GroupMe one time. That was just a palaver. Like GroupMe is like, it makes perfect sense, but trying to teach it to people is really hard. And then you're going, why do I need GroupMe for it was so confusing. So we didn't want to do something like that again. We just wanted, here's where you go. Here's your portal.
Hey.
Tim said, this is my lost count, LOL. Lisa, that's awesome. That is awesome.
Well, just keep an eye
Joanne,
on
too.
the portal, y'all, because that's where we'll keep you updated.
And what we'll do, if we put something on the portal, we'll send you an email.
Yes.
We'll send you one and let you know.
I know how to stalk y'all down now.
Yeah. We've worked really hard to be able to do that. So if we do put something on the portal, we'll go, portal reminder, check out the portal. We won't do that unless we should.
And if you don't think you're getting emails, please email me.
Yes, I want to say this before we go about your emails. It's a little confusing, but the MaymayMadeIt.com site and the Maymay event site are 2 different sites. And if you normally get Maymay emails, but suddenly you stop getting your Maymay event emails, that's because they're coming from a different website, and sometimes they'll go to the trash, and you have to tell your trash that Maymay event emails are not trash. Or if you're getting them from Shannon, make sure you have her listed as not trash. We've had that happen a couple times. And I'll tell you something else we've discovered. If your email server doesn't update, sometimes you'll have to start over again because ours does that. Yay. Awesome. Oh, that's so awesome. You guys are the greatest. All right, we're going to go. We have quite a day's worth of work to do, and we're going to try to get some stuff done on this Monday. We love you guys so much. Thank you for being a part. We cannot wait. It's going to be fun. I cannot wait for the Zoom events because that's where we're really going to just show out and play and have a good time. And in the classes, I can't wait to see your finished projects and what you're going to learn. Yay, Karen thinks the portal is genius. Me too. I love the portal. And also to let you know, the portal will go away after the event. It will go away, and then the next event will have a portal. So we'll keep doing portals for each event that we do. Not in-person events, but for the online events. All right, guys. Thanks so much for being here today. We appreciate you very much. Any questions you have about this event, you need to forward those to Shannon. She's your girl about this event, okay? Thanks so much, guys, and we will see you next